Hey, what's up guys? My name is Jared, and in this video I'm breaking down the website of Eamon Kitchen and Bath, a well-known respected remodeler in Chesterfield. I want to show you guys the breakdown of the audit that I did for your website because I think that if you fix a few of these opportunities that I'm about to identify for you, you can make a lot of money with your website. I had a quick look at your website, and to be honest with you, I think there's quite a few things you can do to instantly get more homeowners to book estimates with you in Chesterfield, Missouri. And before we get into it, I just want to talk about 3 factors that are going to determine whether your website will make money or not. The first factor is traffic, the second factor is trust, and the third factor is conversions. Your website needs traffic because if there's no traffic, it doesn't matter how good your website is. If there's no traffic, you are not going to make any money. The second factor is trust, and trust is all about your social proof, your reputation, and your credibility. And if people are on your website and they can't trust you, then no one is going to book an estimate with you. And the third factor is your conversions, which is essentially how seamless you make it for the homeowner to book an estimate with you. So now that you know the 3 factors that is going to determine whether your website is going to attract homeowners and make money, keep that in mind as we go through this. And the first thing we're going to look at is your SEO. So I whipped up your SEO right here. Before we even look at your website, we're just going to look at how strong your online presence is online. So the first thing that we're going to look at is your authority score. Now your authority score is sitting at around 7, and this is a score between 0 to 100. This is quite a low authority score, especially for a home remodeler or a kitchen remodeler. You want your authority score to be between 15 to 20, as that is a pretty good strong online presence. Big companies like YouTube or Amazon have authority scores between 80 to 90 because they're all over the internet. But that's not the goal here. We just want to get you more homeowners to your website. So the second thing we're going to look at is your organic search traffic. As you can see, you have 1 website visitor per month. Now just keep in mind that there's a ton of softwares that you can use, and this is around 70% accurate. So you could be either getting more or less. And the third thing we're going to look at is your backlinks. So that's how many links are referring to your website. So that's how many websites are referring to your website. You actually have quite a lot of backlinks here, but the problem is you have very weak backlinks. So the websites that are linking to your website, they have also very low authority scores, and they probably don't get much traffic either. So instead of increasing the amount of backlinks you have, we want to get websites with good reputations and very strong online presences to link to you, and that way your authority score is going to increase as well as your organic traffic. Now if we take a look at your top organic keywords, you currently only have 6 organic keywords that you are ranking for, and that is kitchens Chesterfield, which is pretty good. It says here you're ranking position 3 for kitchens Chesterfield, kitchen bath St. Louis, which is also good, but you are positioned as 77. So if we could get you to rank between 1 and 3 just for these keywords, you'd already get a lot more traffic. But the whole goal is to have more organic keywords that you're ranking for, such as kitchen remodeler near me, kitchen remodeler in Missouri, kitchen remodeler in Chesterfield. You get what I mean. So now that we looked at your SEO, I am going to rank your SEO with a score out of 10, and I'm going to give you a 2 out of 10. So now we're going to look at the speed of your website, and the speed of your website determines whether someone leaves to go to your competitor or they stay on, because statistics show that 30% of visitors will actually leave your website if your website doesn't load within 3 seconds. Pretty much analyzed your website, and this is your current speed. So let's take a look at your desktop first. So your desktop speed is quite low. We want your speed to be at around 90 to 100 preferably, but as you can see here, you have a very low page speed score and also a low mobile speed score. We want your mobile speed score to be at around 80 as well, because most visitors are going to be on their phones when they are searching for your company. This is pretty easy to fix. You can actually fix this within a day. But yeah, as you can see, you don't have the fastest loading website, but that should be easy to solve. So I'm going to give your website a 5 out of 10. Your page speed. We're now going to look at your Google My Business and just do a quick audit on that to see if everything is fully optimized there. So if we take a look here is your company, and as you can see, you've got your address, your phone number, you have quite a lot of photos, which is great. Your website's there, your Facebook socials there. I don't know if you have any other socials, but otherwise that's good. For your reviews, let's just see that you are replying to all your views. What I highly recommend is that you reply to each of these reviews, because Google's going to show that you care about your customers, and they're actually naturally going to rank you higher on Google Maps when you reply to each review, whether it's negative or bad. And then the other thing I recommend doing is keeping active on your Google My Business. So I can see that you haven't been posting actively on Google My Business. And that's just keeping updates of projects, what industry trends, anything that's related to your company. Because the more active you are, the more relevant Google's going to think you are, and it's going to see you as more open for business than other companies. So I'm going to rank your Google My Business a 6 out of 10. Now that we've looked at your traffic, I'm going to rank your overall traffic a 4.5 out of 10. There's a lot you can do here, and this is great because this is going to highly improve your website just by improving your SEO and increasing your traffic. So now we're going to look at the second factor, which is your trust. And the first thing we're going to look at is your reviews and your social proof. So if we take a look here at your website, the one thing I just wanted to point out is your header, which is your header 1, which is your title. This should be a lot shorter, and it should be a lot more benefit based or outcome based. So here it says, at Amen Kitchen and Bath, we are uncompromising in our efforts to be known as. So what you can do here is you could be like, Amen Kitchen and Bath, we are proud to be the remodeling experts in Chesterfield, Missouri. Or something that shows people that you are the expert in your area. That was just a quick note. And then the other thing in terms of design, I just wanted to say that like your colors, they're not contrasting very well. As you can see, your number and your address is a little bit difficult to read here, especially with this green and white. And then when I scroll, you kind of want your nav bar to disappear so that someone can see the whole page as they're scrolling. But other than that, yeah, we could definitely improve the color scheme of your website just so that it's a little bit more readable. Besides the design point of view, I want to look at your reviews and social proof. So as I look on your website, as it loads, there isn't any trust established immediately. So you want your Google star ratings, your Better Business Bureau rating, and your house rating. If you are on there, then I would like to see reviews right above here so that people already establish and activate. It activates that trust factor in the homeowner's head so that they immediately trust you. Because I do see that you have reviews here, but they should be a little bit higher, and I highly recommend that you add your Google reviews and you add the Google symbol just because it makes the reviews a lot more genuine and authentic. So in terms of your reviews and social proof, I'm going to give that a rating out of 4 out of 10. So when we look at your trust and reputation, this is got to do with your trust badges. So are you featured on any directories such as House, AGTV, Angie? Are you featured on any magazines? We want to get those trust badges and put them right up here. So I don't see any trust badges on your homepage, and you want those trust badges just so that improves your reputation and people immediately trust you. And this goes hand in hand with the reviews and social proof. Now I'm going to give your trust a 4 out of 10 just because I can see that you talk about how you guys have been in the game for 16 years, which is great. That's for your reputation, but this should be shown a lot more. And because there's no trust badges, you are losing out on that extra additional trust. Now, when we look at your personality and face, I don't see anything about who you are. I see that it says that you're family owned, but where is the pictures of you guys? This helps a lot, just establishing that trust when it comes to who they're working with in their kitchen or their bathroom. So just having a little section here that shows who you guys are and like a picture of you guys, then that would immediately establish trust for someone to hire you to come to the kitchen and expect who you are. For this, I'm going to give you a 4 out of 10. Now, when it comes to your trust, I'm going to give you guys an overall rating of 4 out of 10 because there are a lot of things that you can do to improve and increase that trust when a homeowner looks at your website, and it should be actually very easy to implement. Now, when we look at your conversions, the first thing we got to look at is your call to actions. So when I click here, what is the first button I see? Okay, so there's a contact us, which is great. And I see that your number's here as I'm scrolling. Okay, here's your services. Here's your what to expect. And here's another contact us button. It's great that you guys have a contact us button. I would also maybe include a get a free estimate button instead, or book an estimate, and then have your button also displayed at the top here, followed by your number just under, just in terms of readability and ease of access to actually contact you. Otherwise, I think your call to actions are very good on the homepage. So I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10. Okay, when it comes to incentive to take action, this is what happens in the homeowner's mind that gives them reasons to actually contact you. As you can see, you have all your contact us buttons, which is great. But what I'd recommend is obviously having the headline saying that you guys are the experts in Chesterfield, as well as I see you guys have a why choose us. So that brings incentive to want to contact you. And also I recommend having a portfolio of just your best projects on display, just because people work with you, they want to see that dream kitchen or something like that in their own home. For your incentive to take action, I'm going to give you a 5 out of 10. Now, when it comes to your mobile responsiveness, I did use a tool to look at your mobile responsiveness, and as you can see, your mobile is quite low just because it takes quite long to load. So that's just got to do with your speed. So it takes basically 3.5 seconds to load this first piece of content. When it comes to your mobile optimization, when someone scrolls, it's actually pretty good. Besides that, I would give your mobile friendliness a 7 out of 10. When it comes to your speed and functionality, we already took a look at your speed, but we're going to just take a look at your functionality to see that everything works. See, as you can see here, when I've clicked it, this is how long it's taking for your website to load. You want it to load almost instantly, and it is, yeah. So if we look here, everything is functional. And then your contact us page, let's just take a look here. All right, so the only thing I recommend with your contact us page is, as functional as this is, just in terms of design, we want to just improve the readability, make this font a bit small, a bit bigger, just so that it's very seamless and easy for someone to contact you. And I see that you have 2 contact forms here, which isn't a problem, but I would maybe recommend having 1 contact form, just because we can definitely make this form and this form the same form and still get the same outcome. But yeah, other than that, I think your functionality is good, and I'm going to give you guys a 7 out of 10. Now I'm going to give your overall website rating 5 out of 10. There's a lot of things that you can do to fix this. I hope you found this website audit valuable, and if you want me to take this down, I'm more than happy to do that. Just let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this.